Hi, my name is Alyssa Boucher, and this is my informal proposal video presentation notes. In this video, I'm going to be proposing that my apartment complex installs a recyclable dumpster instead of a general garbage bin for all types of waste. So wherever there's a general waste garbage bin, we will also install a recyclable garbage bin, just to help combat greenhouse gas emissions and reduce them, because recycling is a huge contributor to combating greenhouse gas emissions. So to start off, I'm going to kick it off with a story that really got me thinking about why this should be implemented into my apartment complex. So I'm from California. I grew up there. I moved there when I was a senior, and so the dynamic there is a little bit different. So my best friend from California, she came to visit me when I first got the keys to my apartment, and she attends UC Davis, and the dynamic there, like I said before, is a lot different from here. And so at UC Davis, there is multiple trash cans, whether it be for general waste, food waste, recycling. It's just a big deal about what you're putting into your trash cans because you're putting it into the earth. So when she came, we were talking about how recycling is such a huge thing there, and we were talking about how much recycling would help combat the rising global greenhouse emissions and how useful it would be for my apartment complex to install a dumpster solely for recyclables. And so with this in mind, I really got to thinking about how much recyclable waste just me and my other 3 roommates produce in a week. And the following picture is just a picture to really show how much we create in only 1 week. So if my 3 roommates and I, if we create so much waste, I can't even imagine the whole apartment complex. So if the apartment complex were to install a dumpster for recycling, it would help lower greenhouse gas emissions by reducing energy consumption. And the following picture is just a visual aid to help really understand how much recycling can help. So during my second semester of freshman year, I took English 1302, and this was a rhetoric class. And so all of my assignments were centered around the same topic. And so I was writing persuasive papers about how climate change and the emission of greenhouse gases are related, and just what you can do from your day-to-day life to help reduce those. And so, due to the knowledge I gained from this research, I believe I have earned the credibility necessary to inform others about this issue. To implement my plan, it's going to include some major steps. So the major steps needed to implement this new way of trash disposal is fairly straightforward. The first step is to contact the apartment property manager and bring the issue to their attention. And I researched, and the property manager for my apartment complex is Shanti Davis. So I would contact them. Step 2, we need to find a recycling service. Whether it's the current trash service or an alternative one, either one, we just need to find a recycling service. Some trash services do offer recycling, but some don't, so it's important to figure that out. However, if the current trash service does offer recycling, it is easy to add the additional service. Step 3, we make recycling as simple as possible for residents. This means placing recycling dumpsters next to each complex dumpster and clearly labeling them. With this, residents can just come in, as well as throwing away their regular trash, they can throw away their recyclables without having to make any extra trips. And with labeling what can be recycled and what can't be, it really helps for residents to know which waste to put in which trash. It also needs to be specified whether or not residents need to bag their waste or not. Encourage tenants to break down cardboard boxes and make their recyclables as compact as possible. Recycled dumpsters often fill up fast, so it's important to ensure they are dumped regularly to prevent overflow. Step 4, we advertise the new program. This can be through social media, email reminders, text updates, or through flyers posted around the apartment complex. And even though we already specified on the recycling bin what is recyclable and what's not, it's still important to spread the word. This can be done through the same means of announcing the program, whether it's through flyers, email updates, text messages, anything that really informs the residents. The lack of recycled dumpsters at my apartment complex contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. This can easily be combated by installing recycle bins next to each complex dumpster. And the following picture is just another visual aid to help others understand how greenhouse gas emissions work. So if the plan is not enacted, we would leave off where we started. We would be stuck with a general garbage bin and nowhere to put our recyclable waste. However, if this plan is enacted, we will be lending a helping hand into reducing greenhouse gases and how to clean up our garbages.